Okay, hi there, Louisa. And we're starting off here. Right, here's your A3 page in Illustrator. So you're actually sort of creating a series of shapes, if I do remember. And what I'm actually going to do is just grab your little image that you sent to me. Okay, I couldn't understand the file. We'll just try and get this again for you. Click and drag and hope. No, it's not going to read the file. Sorry, Lou. For some reason, what you've sent me, I know it was just a screenshot. But anyway, look, I'll keep it there. So that's pretty much what you're trying to create. All right. How I would go about doing it, and it's really easy, is here's your page. All right. I'll just zoom out a little bit. And look, you can draw the entire box shape, which later on we'll make that as big as this. All right, so that's going to be your space that you're working with. All right, what I would actually do is grab that object and lock it so it doesn't move. Okay, so let's go back and look at this. So I've actually created, see your black lines there, and I'm not sure whether that is actually part of your design or you actually want that solid black line to disappear eventually. Not quite sure. Anyway, but what we want to do here is we actually want to create these lines and these shapes, don't you? Correct? All right, so let's have a look. First of all, I can see here is one great big triangle. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just sort of going to create that. Lucky for me, I have already locked it down. So I'm going to start here. And I think you sort of had it going to about here. And then let's say like this. Click and click. So I've got another shape there. And what I'm going to do, so I can actually see it, I'll just fill it in a different colour so you can actually sort of see what's going on. All right, let's go back and have a look. Then you've got another triangle, and then you've sort of got this little breakup. Not quite a triangle, it's a triangle with its little tip cut off. So again, I'm going to use my line tool, and I'm going to go here. Let's see, I might go here, and I might go here, and I might go here. And I'm going to make that a different colour so that you can see what I'm actually doing. Good so far? Next, looking at this, again, now you've sort of got a line that goes straight across there, so I'm going to do that as well, but I'll start here, and I want that to be straight because it matches what you've done. See, here, and here, and now I'm going to make that a different colour. So look, there you go, Louisa, you've now got those shapes like that, which is pretty much that design there. Now you want to turn these into lines, don't you? So you've got a couple of ways that you can actually do it. I'm going to bring this down here, you know what I mean? Look, let's even bring it over here to work with it. So going over here, it's green, isn't it? You've got your black thick line here, which you've got to decide whether you want that as part of the design. You might find once you've finished everything that that solid black line might actually be too dominant. I mean, it's one thing when you see it as a sketch, yeah? But once it's all finished on the computer, you might question whether you want that solid black line. Anyway, let's look at this. You do have a line here. I'll just move this little fella out of the way. And you've also got a line there. So that's something we need to think about. So I'm going to make this go over to here. So I'm going to choose my outline, and I'm going to go and choose it to be a green. So I'll just double click so you can just make it whichever green you want. Okay. I'm going to zoom in so you can actually tell that this, and if I bring it back on the white, so you can hopefully see now that that's actually green and not black. All right, now what I'm going to do here is go to this, and I'm going to go 0, so it's now just a green outline. Now what you can actually do is there's a couple of things you can actually do. We can fill it with lines, but they don't with the pattern tool. So in other words, we can go here. Not pattern tool, I should have said swatch. So we'll go here. It's the Monday of a long weekend, Louise, and I'm a bit tired. So go to swatches, all right, and then we can go here. We can go open swatch library, and you can go to looking for patterns. Whoops. And you can go to basic geographic, and you can actually go to lines. So look at this, Lou, you've actually got a whole lot of lines in here, but the problem is that they are black and white, so we would need to work out a way to edit those. Also, they've got their own problems in regards to editing them. They're already directional, so they can be a bit of a pain going in that way. The other option we can do, so I'm just going to turn this off now, is that we can actually create a series of lines and create our own. So see, these are all like little swatches. So you can actually create your own one of these. Can you imagine that? So you can actually create your own little one that would sit here with the directional lines that you want. But perhaps this is quite simple, so perhaps for you, you might just like to do this. So again, I'm going to select this tool, and I actually quite like the direction that this is going, so I'm just going to copy one line like this. Okay, there it is. And now I'm going to place that there. Okay, and now I'm going to copy and paste it, and let's put that there. Copy and paste it, put that one there. And I'm going to do one more time, and then I'm going to put that one there. All right. Yes, you are going to have to zoom in, and you can select these using this one, and you just click and drag and pop them on there. And the nice thing is it doesn't take too long to do, because the shape, the original triangular shape, is already, it's magnetic. So it just sort of clicks on. See, pretty nice stuff. And then I'm going to go down to here as well. So I'll zoom in because I find it way easier to click and drag. And it's, again, as I said, it's kind of magnetic, so you can actually feel it. All right. Then, because I'm busy, not lazy, although maybe I am lazy, what I'm going to do now is just go in and select these lines. So careful not to grab the outside shape. Go copy and paste, and look, I can do a whole lot of them at once. And the nice thing there is, look at that. All right, so I only have to go in and fix those little ones. And paste to see where I'm at. Okay, etc. So I'm going to finish up here now. I'll just zoom in. And again, make sure you use the direct selection tool, not the general selection tool. And look, you can sort of do a couple of them at once. Whoops, I've unhooked it on myself. Just doing this. So let's see if you can do two at a time. I think you can, but you've got to have, yes, you can do, no, you can't do two at a time, just one at a time. Thought I was being clever there. So just going in and done. Zoom out. All right, can you pretend, Louisa, that I've actually finished all of that? Now what I'm going to do is choose this selection, so the general selection tool, grab it all, pick it up, go group, and now we can zoom back to here. All right, and then this is now going to go back in its place, which is just there. All right, now this one here is very easy to do because you just take that away and off you go. But your next question you're going to ask me is, how do I get this part in? So in other words, how do I do lines here when this is a great big pink shape? So you've got a choice. You can either take this great big pink one and cover it in all the lines that you want it to be and then delete the pink. Or what you can do is, and again, I'm just going to select all of this. All right, object, going to lock it down so it doesn't move on me. Zoom in, and then I'm going to go here, and I can actually trace this third shape, which is just here, like that, and then put it over here. All right, can you see that? Now I'm going to go unlock all, and I'll zoom back out again. And you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to delete that underneath pink shape. All right, so now, sweetie, you can actually see you've got 1, you've got 2, and you've got 3. And so you know how to do that one. This one here, we're just going to get rid of the colour. There you go, you've got that shape to fill with lines now. And this one here, get rid of the colour, and you've got that shape to fill with lines. Doing the same thing that you've done here. So remember, when you're doing these, if you want that white background to be showing through, it's a matter of selecting it, okay? And it's a matter of having the fill off, have your line on, and then you get to choose what line colour you'd like it to be. So Lou, I hope that gives you a good starting point, and take a screenshot and let me know how it goes.